Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. So yes, we are back to TCS and today we shall be discussing the entire pattern for TCS NQT ITU with help of one of the questions which were set there put on 15th April 2023 in morning slot. So sequence किस तरह से है? The sequence is on your screen and make a note of that. No issues. The question pattern asked from previous to previous drive 2 साल पहले जो चलता था उससे बहुत बदल चुका है because now they are offering both the package of Ninja and Digital in one go only. 195 minutes का पूरा one set per exam होगा. That count to nearly 3 hours 15 minutes. And एक ही सिटिंग में यू नीड टू सिट फॉर द फाउंडेशन लेवल ऑल्सो. दिस इज़ फाउंडेशन लेवल जिसको हम निंजा बोलते हैं. देन वी विल गो टू द एडवांस लेवल जो आपका डिजिटल में आ जाता है. सो इफ़ यू क्लियर द फर्स्ट फाउंडेशन लेवल देन ओनली योर calculations for the advanced level will taken into consideration. For Ninja call you need to clear this foundation level and for digital call you need to clear this advanced level also. In numerical ability 20 questions 25 minutes would be given, but this is not a group timing. This time is divided into these 20 questions based on the difficulty level of the question. So each question will come with a timer. Suppose question number 1 is for 1 minute 60 seconds, and in 60 seconds you need to read the question, mark the correct answer and wait for the next question to appear on your screen. जैसे ही 60 सेकंड खत्म होंगे वो स्क्रीन गायब हो जाएगा और सेकंड दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 विल अपीयर ऑन योर स्क्रीन अगेन विद अ न्यू टाइमर. तो इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना है. वी नीड टू बी क्विक इन रीडिंग एंड सॉल्विंग. और किसी कारण से इफ़ यू आर सेविंग अ फ्यू सेकंड्स ऑन आंसरिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, डोंट हरी, let the timer go off and the new question will be on your screen. That means that you cannot revisit a question which you have already answered. आप पुराने questions पे वापस नहीं जा पाएंगे. So this 25 minutes is irrelevant. Each question will come with their specific timing, so you need to answer that. Verbal ability, that is English composer, will be like 25 questions again for 25 minutes. Reasoning ability 20 questions 25 minutes. In the coming part of this session we will see that what different kind of questions and from which topic they ask, in particularly in fundamental or foundation group and then in advanced. So I'll take up each question one by one. We will be discussing what different kind of question can be asked in that particular slot, because it is something like a bucket. Each 20 question numerical ability को देखेंगे ना तो each question is like a bucket, and in bucket there are n number of questions put by them. So and randomly any one question can appear from that particular bucket with the timer. So we would be discussing the bucket system also, that at this particular question slot which type of questions can be asked and what can be their time frame, and in that time frame we need to answer. So we in foundation we have numbers, verbal and reasoning, which will end for 75 minutes. And संग उसके बाद we would be starting with advanced and call it quantitative, that is numerical ability again, and reasoning ability 10 questions with 20 and 15 minutes timer. Then we need to write 2 codes and each code will come one after another. एक code को आप execute कर लोगे, उसमें जो timer दिया हुआ I think it is for 25 minutes something. वो 25 मिनट के बाद ही second coding question will start, and after that is your psychometrics test, where there are like something around 105 questions which you need to answer in 30 minutes. Make sure that you are answering all the 105 questions. And this number 7th one is like IT sector वाले में आता है. Yes, psychometric test की तरह से हैं question which is very personal answering, so try to attempt all those. So this time with each question we would be also discussing that what different kind of questions can be asked in that particular slot. Like bucket number 1. Bucket number 1 is for number system. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 जो है जनरली नंबर सिस्टम से आता है एंड द फेवरेट टॉपिक्स इज डिविजिबिलिटी और एलसीएम एचसीएफ. ये दो टॉपिक सबसे ज़्यादा हैं जो पूछे जाते हैं एट नंबर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इन दिस TCS ड्राइव. Questions from divisibility rule and question from SCF LCM. Specific videos on divisibility rule and SCF LCM is also there. Link is all in the description. Please go through it. Let's see what this question is. A teacher has written a number on a blackboard which reads like 368A549B. And if you want to try it yourself, please pause it and do try it. We are moving on. And this number is divisible by 3. What is the rule for 3? That sum of digits should be divisible by 3. So let's find the sum of digits. 3, 6, 9, 17, 522, 426 and 35. So sum of digit is like 35 plus A plus B. And this should be, this total sum of digits should be divisible by 3. 3 के table में होना चाहिए. Where A is a single digit whole number. Whole number, that means the value of A can be 0 also. 0 is a whole number. And B is a positive integer greater than or equals to 5. The minimum value of B is 5. अगर B को हम 5 भी ले लेते हैं तो this total will become what? 40. And the number which is just greater than 40 and divisible by 3 is 42. So we can have this, this will also give us 42, or we can have this 0 and 7, this will also give 42. So now the question is, what is the minimum value of A plus B? Minimum value of A plus B has to be 7. It cannot be 5. Minimum value cannot be 5 because the minimum value of B is 5, then A has to be 0. In that case, the total would be 40, and which is not divisible by 3. So minimum value has to be 7. But our consideration is not to solve this question. This particular series which we are focusing is not to solve the question, just to see what kind of different questions are asked, how and what topic we need to practice, from where we can practice, and in the meantime, if we can see what different questions were asked in one particular examination. Let's move on. So the next two question on the screen, next two question will be from algebra, that is algebra with irrational numbers, search indices या identities से related question आते हैं in bucket number 2 and 3. We can see here question number 2 was asked from an infinite series of search, and question number 3 is few search from which we need to find the greatest value. They can ask you anything related to this. So you will solve number 3. Let's do type questions of number 2. Obviously we can solve this using a general method, but since timer बहुत तेजी से ऊपर चल रहा होगा, what we can learn from this pattern is, if we get any question of this pattern, whether k is an oblong number, yes or no, answer to this pattern is always root over 4k plus 1 plus minus 1 by 2. Now plus minus 1 depends upon whether it is positive plus signs or negative signs. If these are plus all positive sign, we will use plus sign, and if these are minus sign, we will use minus sign here. And in front of 4k plus 1 root, we can use plus minus sign as it has been showing up in these options. So since the value of k is 7, our answer is 7 into 4, 28 plus 1, 29. 29, and since all are positive sign, it is plus 1 by 2, which fits in option B straight away. So no need to solve it unnecessarily. इतना पेचीदा solution करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Equals to x, squaring on both sides and then forming a quadratic equation. Just try to remember this. And there are many pattern questions of this form. Please practice that also. Question number 3, which of the following is the greatest? On screen calculator is available with you, लेकिन इस सब तरह के powers का calculation आप वहाँ नहीं कर पाएंगे. ये आपके ऊपर छोड़ता हूँ to find the greatest of them, and it should be root 3, 1.732. Do it yourself. After the running show first 3 questions, the next 10 to 12 question will be from arithmetic and different topics of arithmetic. To start with, if you can see question number 4 and 5 on your screen, They are from averages and percentage. On-screen calculator is available for TCS examination and only TCS examination as far as the company's examination are concerned. You should practice with on-screen calculator so that you are able to complete that in the given time. For question number 4 and question number 5, the maximum time that would be given would be like 1 minute or 1 minute 10 second maximum, not more than that, and it would be less than 1 minute itself, I guess. So keep practicing with on-screen calculator, and if you don't want to use calculator, is very good if you have that particular speed of calculation. Do give it a try, then we will look out for the solution. Question number 4 and 5 would be from averages and percentages. So I'll try to do it with the on-screen calculator only. Let me have this calculator. The average weight of 6 person is calculated as 73 kg, but it was found that the weight of 1 person is wrongly taken as 84 instead of 68. So 84 minus 68 is 16. There is an total increase in the weight of 6 people is by 16 kg, and that need to be distributed among 6 people. So 16 by 6 is 2.66. So the correct average weight should be 73 minus 2.66, and that is 70.33. Mark and move ahead. So correct weight should be actually 73 minus the difference between these two distributed over 6 people. Then where is my calculator? If the average of 52 plus 56 plus 66 is n, that means value of n is 58. 58 plus 42 plus 39 plus 41 is 180 divided by 4, then average comes to 45, and m is 60% of 45, so into 0.6. So value of m should be 27. Bucket per question number 6 and 7 is again from percentages and changes in percentages. It may be with the growth, decline or change, for which rule number 1 you can also see, the link is there in the description with percentages. Go through it, give it a try. So let's see what is there in 6. The population of a country increases by 50% in every 2 years. Okay. So if it is 100, it will become 150 after 2 years. If the sum of the current population and population after 10 years means since it is growing every 2 years, it means 5 time frames. 5 time frames, and after 5 time frames, population would be 1 p into 1 plus growth rate to the power 5. Growth rate is 50%, that is 0.5. So population after 10 years would be p into 1.5 to the power 5. According to the question, sum of current population and population after 10 years. P plus p into 1.5 to the power 5 is 68750. 1.5 to the power 5 calculator value will be 7.59375. That means p is 68750 by 7 plus 1, 8.59375. If I use on-screen calculator, I'll get 8,000. Population of the country in the beginning is 8,000. Question number 7 from bucket of percentage change. And why I'm talking about buckets क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? Question number 7 पर आपको percentage change या percentage का ही कोई question मिलेगा if you are writing TCS. Or else you can practice these kind of questions. That's it. That's why I'm talking about buckets. The length, width, अभी इस question को देखेंगे. How we can solve in less time, how we can solve with using calculator whatsoever. The length, breadth and depth of a rectangular water reservoir were proposed to be 30, 20 and 10. Okay, so its volume should be 30 into 20 into 10, that is 6,000 cubic meter. Due to the shortage of space, the length has to be reduced by 33 1 by 3%. 33 1 by 3% means one third. And the length is 30. So one third of 30 is 10. Now the length will become 20. By what percentage the depth was initially 10. Okay. By what percentage depth need to be increased so that the volume of a reservoir remains same. Now what is not changing is width. So let's take it at 20 and let's take the depth at D. That means these two are same. If we calculate this, 2, 30, 15, D will become 15. So D initially was 10 meter. Now depth should be 15 meters so that volume is not changing. That means change in D percentage is new D minus old D by old D into 100. That is equals 50%. That means depth should be increased by 50% so that volume remain unchanged. Option C would be the pick. You can do it by using this format very easily. But if you follow rule 1 and look carefully that what is not changing is width, so forget the width. Now the relationship between length and depth is multiplicative. Volume is L into D into constant, L into D into constant. Now what is happening with length? Length is reduced by one third. So if length is reduced by one third, depth should be increased by 1 upon 3 minus 1, that is half. Half means 50%. We can do it very easily if we use rule 1, and all the rules are there in our rule book. Link is there in the description. So if you read the question, we can very easily solve using this volume concept. Fine, but only 30 seconds are given. I would recommend you to use rules. If length is reduced by one third, depth need to be increased by 1 upon 3 minus 1, that is half. Half means 50%. Without using pen pencil, we can actually mark the answer. And just to summarize that, what is the rule? Rule 1 is the line changing rule. So if x into y is constant, and if x is reduced by a by b, y should be increased by a upon b minus a to keep the product constant. So here length is reduced by one third, 1 by 3. So depth need to be increased by 1 upon 3 minus 1, that is 1 by 2, 50% to keep the volume intact. The next 2-3 questions, 2 से 3 question you will get from simple interest and compound interest in bucket number 8, 9 and 10 or 8, 9. So please mind this bucket numbers. इसी numbers पर यही questions मिलेंगे आपको. You need to keep on practicing similar question of this time. A question is there on the screen at number 8. Give it a try. Anshika deposited a sum of rupees 8,000 into a bank at 9% per annum at simple interest. And Akriti deposited rupees P at 10% per annum compound interest. After 2 years, the sum of their interest is 2805. So after 2 years, interest received by Anshika would be 8,000 PRT by 100 into 9 into 2 years divided by 100, 918, and on calculating it would be 1440. So interest received by Akriti after 2 years is 2805 minus 1440, and this should be 1365. Now Akriti have deposited her amount at compound interest. Then in her case, P into interest rate is 10%, that means 1.1 to the power 2 minus P is equals to 1365. Now 1.1 whole square is 1.21, minus 1 is 0.21, that means P is 1365 divided by 0.21, and on calculation it will give 6500. Option A is the fit in this case. As we can see that bucket number 9 and 10 are again from simple interest and compound interest. Pause and give it a try. Let's do it. So we can see 2 to 3 questions are from interest. And make sure while you are calculating, you're reading the question thoroughly. Let's see what is there in 9. two different sum x and y produce the same amount in 4 years at 12.5% and 6.25% respectively, with rates of simple interest per annum. So that means x plus amount is principal plus interest. Interest gain in 4 years on 12.5% is 12.5 into 4, that is 50%. So x plus 0.5x is same as y plus 6.25% into 4 will give how much? 25%. That is 0.25y. Means what we are getting is x upon y is 1.25 by 1.5. That is 4, 5, 5 by 6. Ratio of principal amount of x and y, the two sums, is 5:6. That is what we have got till now. Instead, both sum together produced an interest of 8800. This is interest at 10% per annum in 4 years. Since nothing is mentioned, I am assuming it to be simple interest again. So 8800 equals P into 10% into 4 by 100, and if we solve this 422, that means both the sum combined is equals to 22,000. This x plus y is equals to 22,000. What is the sum at 12.5% per annum? That means we are looking out for the value of x. X is equals to its proportionate value 5 by 11, 5 plus 6 is 11, into 22,000. So 5 into 2, that will give us 10,000. Option B should be the pick. And let's see what is there with question number 10. A borrowed rupees 12,600 from B at 12.5% per annum simple interest and lends it to C at 12% per annum compound interest compounded half yearly. What is the profit or loss made by A on the loan at the end of the year? So A is supposed to give to B at the end of the year 12,600 into, since it is simple interest, 1.125. 1 for the principal and 0.125 for the interest, and that would amount to 14,175. Now from C, A will return him P, that is 12,600 P into 1 plus I. Effective I interest rate is 12 by 2 because it is compounded half yearly 6%. So it would be 1.06 to the power 2. This interest is paid twice in half of years at 6%. So 12,600 into 1.06 to the power 2 will give 14,157.36. So he's supposed to return back 175, I'm leaving out 14, and he's getting 157. That means he will incur loss of difference of these two. Difference of these two is 17.64 rupees. So at the end of the year, he has made a loss of 17.64 rupees because of this whole transaction. Moving on to the next two buckets, bucket number 11 and 12, you will find questions from profit and loss. Selling price, cost price, marked price, discounts, these kind of questions. Two questions from profit and loss in bucket number 11 and 12. Pause, give it a try. Let's move on. By this time, you must be having the question. Again, bucket number 11 and 12, profit and loss. Please mind the buckets. Question numbers ko dhyan se dekhiye, and they will put up question in this particular section related to profit and loss only. So do practice this kind of question. Again, link is there in the description. Go through TCS Digital and TCS hiring playlist. Ramesh bought a pen at 25% discount on the marked price. Suppose marked price is 100. That means Ramesh purchase price. Ramesh has purchased this pen for 75. Okay. And he sold it to Shyam at a discount of 5% on marked price. So cost price to Ramesh is 75. Selling price for Ramesh to Shyam is 5% discount. After 5% discount on 100, it would be 95. So this is CP and this is SP. If Shyam paid 285 for the pen drive, What is the percentage profit made by Ramesh? I'm worried about how much Shyam have paid for. We can also calculate the percentage profit based on these two figures. So profit made by Ramesh is 20 and profit percentage is always calculated on cost price. So profit percentage made by Ramesh is 20 by 75 into 100. This is 3, this is 4. So that accounts to like 80 by 3, 27, less than just 27. That would be 26.67% profit. Option C is the pick. Mind you, once again, I am talking about this thing. Profit or loss percentage is always calculated on cost price unless and until given in the question. Here the cost price means the purchase price to Ramesh. Purchase price to Ramesh is 75 and profit made by him is 20. Therefore, profit percentage would be 20 by 75 and not 20 by 95. Please don't calculate on selling price. We can calculate on selling price if it is asked in the question, but not in this one. Let's take the question number 12. When a 15% discount is given on an article, that means your recovery is 100 minus 15, that is 85%. Then its selling price is 2975. That means cost price was, marked price was 2975 divided by 0.85, that is 3500. Marked price of an article is 3500. What will be its selling price if two successive discounts of 10% and 5% are given? So first time recovery would be 90%, so I'll multiply 3500 into 0.9. That will give me 3150. Then a discount of 5% is given, that means recovery is 95%. Multiply this by 0.95 and you will end up getting 2992.5, and that is the new selling price. So how does it goes? Marked price into 1 minus discount is equals to the selling price is that time. So we are getting marked price at 2975 divided by 0.85, that would be 3500. Now what would be the new selling price? That would be 3500 into 1 minus 10% means 0.1 into 1 minus 5% discount again is 0.05. On calculating, calculator value would be 2992.50. Option C is the pick. Bucket number 13, from ratio, proportion, variation, they can give you a question directly. And here they have given a mix of ratio proportion with the compound ratios with help of time and work. Read it, give it a try. Okay, again buckets from ratios, the few, whatever the data is given, basically a question ratios के ही होंगे. 3 contractor ABC take up 55 lakhs 50,000 project together to complete it in 1 year. Amit puts 15 workers for 3 months. Bineet puts 20 workers for 4 months. And Chaman put 12 workers for 5 months. The compounding of this will give us the ratio in which money should be divided. How much should C get at the end of the year? So the ratio of ABC workload, man days load, is 45 is to 80 is to 60. Okay, 5, 9, 5, 16, 5, 12. So the money would be divided in the ratio of 9 is to 16 is to 12. How much should C get? C should get his proportion. Let me solve here. 12 by, this is 15, 16, 17, 37 into 29, 30, yes, into 55 lakh 50,000. Quickly we can use on-screen calculator. That will give us 12 into 555,000 divided by 37, and that's giving exactly 18 lakhs. Option C is the pick. Bucket number 14, from ratio, proportion and mixture. Your question would be from mixture, allegation, replacement of mixture, anything but related to mixture, where obviously ratios will be also in the picture. Read, give it a try, and keep on noting the different types of buckets that we are discussing. At the end of this 20 question, we'll summarize this again. Let's read and give it a try. Bucket number 14, mixtures. Mr. Raghavan makes his drinks by mixing mojito fruit syrup A and water in the ratio 2:5. His mixing is in the ratio 2:5. His doctor had advised him to keep the ratio at 1:4. Ratio should be 1:4. If he drinks 180 ml of mojito fruit syrup in a week, how much more water will he have to mix to obey his doctor? He have drank 180 ml. 2:5. 180 by 2 is 90. 90 into 5 is 450. That means he have drank 450 ml of water along with 180 ml of syrup. Now, according to doctor, this ratio should be 1:4. That means 180 is to water, according to doctor, should be 180 into 4, that is 720 ml. He's supposed to drink 720 ml of water, but he have only drank 450 ml of water in this particular week. So extra required to be consumed by Mr. Raghavan is 720 minus 450, that is 270 ml. If he drink 270 more ml of water, then he would be able to maintain the ratio of 1:4 according to the 180 ml fruit syrup that he have already taken. 270 ml, option B is the answer. Bucket number 15, time and work, and majority of the time question from time and work is from masala formula. That is MDH, M1 D1 H1 by W1 equals to M2 D2 H2 by W2. And this question is also from the masala formula. 90% chances are question from time and work is from masala formula. Go through question number 15, give it a try. Fair enough, I think that by this time you must have solved this. The entire session on masala formula is there. You can go and check in the TCS hiring playlist also. Time and work, masala formula related questions. Do practice because that is their favorite. And this is favorite for many other companies also. So what does this masala formula say is that if when two groups of datas are given, then MDH, M1 D1 H1 by W1 equals M2 D2 H2 by W2. If M is men, W is work, days and hours. If any specific variable is not mentioned, you can delete it from the formula, or you can take that as 1. A company takes up a project to complete a 90-kilometer long 6-lane express highway in 600 days and employs 90 men for the same. So this is our work, this is day, and this is M. So H would be taken as 1 in this formula. We would be using M1 D1 by W1 equals M2 D2 by W2. Now this is what was the plan. Now what has happened after 200 days? After 200 days, they found that only 10 kilometer has been completed. Only 10 kilometer completed by employing 90 men. Now, how many more men must be employed to complete the work on time? So we need to complete the work on time. That means we are left with only 600 minus 200, that is 400 days. How many men we need, we don't know. Let's take it as M2. And what is the work which is left to be done is 90 minus 10, that is 80 kilometers. So we can run this concept on these two set of information. We'll get the value of M2. So we have 90 into 200 by 10 equals M into 400 by 80. This gone, 200, 400, 2, this is 4. So that means M2 is 90 into 4, that is 360. So 360 men are required to complete the remaining work in the remaining time, in the given time. So now the question is, how many more men? So already we have employed 90 men, but we require 360 men. That means change in men or more men require are 360 minus 90, that is 270. 270 more men need to be employed with the same efficiency level so that work is completed on time. Now the next two bucket questions are from time, speed and distance. It's on your screen. Pause and try to solve it. Okay, by the time you must be having the solution. Bucket number 16 and 17 are from time, speed and distance. What we have? A motorbike starts with a speed of 70 kph with the speed increasing every 2 hours by 7 km per hour. That means first hour, second hour, it would be traveling at 70 kph, and then for the next 2 hours, its speed would be 77. Then for the next 2 hours, it would be 77 plus 7, that is 84, and so on. So it would be like 70 for the first hour, 70 for the second hour. Then 77, 77 for the next 2 hours. Then 77 plus 7 is 84, 84. And in this way, this would be moving. In how many hours will it cover 385 kilometer? So we just need to see, okay, in options we can see that it's 5 hours given. So let us see what is the total of the first 5 hours. So let us see the total of the first 5 hours, that is 70 plus 70 plus 77 plus 77 plus 84. That comes to 378. But we need to cover a distance of 385. So minus 385. In the 6th hours, you need to cover 7 kilometers. By 84 into 60 gives 5 minutes. So it will take 5 hours, 5 minutes. So 7 kilometer left at a speed of 84 kph. 7 by 84 into 60 is giving us 5 minutes. Let's check the next one. Indian government announced to start the bullet train by the end of year 2025. The railway minister said that it will cover 600 kilometer distance from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. Distance is 600 kilometer in 3 hours less than Rajdhani. Okay. How much is the time taken by Rajdhani? If the average speed of Rajdhani is 120 kph, that means time taken by Rajdhani to cover 600 km is 600 by 120. That is 5 hours. Time is equals to distance by speed. Great. Now, this bullet train would be taking 3 hours less. That means it would be taking only 2 hours. 5 minus 3 is 2. So, speed of the bullet train should be 600 by 2. That is 300 kph, 300 km per hour. That is in option B. So bucket number 16 and 17, you would get questions from train, time, speed and distance, average speed, same type of question, or sometimes maybe relative speed. Bucket number 18, mensuration, give it a try. And maximum chances are they would be asking questions from 3D, 2D figure, but this time they have given a question from 3D. Do it. Okay, it is a question from cuboid. Cuboid with the sides A, B, C. The area of the 3 adjacent faces of cuboids are given. That means A into B is given 56, B into C is given 21, and A into C is given 24. Then what is the length of the largest stick that is placed in it? Length of the largest stick that is placed in it is root over A square plus B square plus C square. That is nothing but diagonal of the cuboid. So we need the individual value of ABC. Now from here we can see that if I multiply all these 3 values, I'll get A square into B square into C square. That is 56 is 7 into 8. 21 is 7 into 3. And 24 is 8 into 3. That means ABC would be 7 into 8 into 3. Now if I individually divide ABC by these 3 equations, I can get the individual value. So ABC divided by AB, 56 gone. Value of C is 3. ABC divided by BC, 7 into 3, 21 gone. Value of B is 8. And when ABC divided by AC, from here we will get the value of A. When ABC is divided by AC, 24, then value of B is 7. So now we have the individual value. So the length of the largest stick, that is length of the diagonal, would be root over A square 64 plus B square is 49 plus C square 3 square is 9. 64 plus 49 plus 9 is equals to 122. So it should be root over 122. Option A should be the pick. Please practice more of 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional also, but more of 3-dimensional. Chances are they will give more of 3-dimensional in block number 18. Bucket number 19 is basically from statistics, and a hell lot of questions from statistics has been solved in one of our sessions, so please go through it. And this time they have given us a question from mean, but they can give you question from mean, median, mode, SD, standard deviation, QD, MD, anything. So one question on general measures of central tendency basically you can expect in this bucket number 19. Give it a try. When two groups individual averages are given, how do we calculate the overall average? Overall average is given by N1 x1 bar plus N2 x2 bar, also known as combined average, divided by N1 plus N2. Rang Tarang Resort have got 25 AC deluxe room. Here our N1 is 25 and 15 suites, N2 is 15. It charges 2400 for AC deluxe room, x1 bar is 2400 average cost, and 1800 for a suite per day. So x2 bar is 1800. Mr. Popatlal books all the rooms of the resort for his wedding. Find the average cost per room. So it is simply 25 into 2400, that would be 60,000, plus 15 into 1800, that is 27,000, divided by N1 plus N2, that is 40. So average cost per room would be 87,000 divided by 40, that will come to 2175. So weighted average in this case is 2175, 59 seconds, or if 50 seconds time is given, you need to be fast with the calculations. The last one, question number 20, would be always from data interpretation. It may be a table or a pie chart or bar diagram or line diagram, something of this kind, from where you need to find whatever the question is asked. We need to practice data interpretation, and this is from it. Give it a try. Let's give it a try. The table shows the total students in 5 different classes and the ratio of boys to girls, and also the percentage of pass outs of boys in each class. What percent is approximately the number of boys passed from class 5? Class 5 number of boys are 90 divided into 7:2, that is 70. And 30% pass out. 70, 30% is 21. And 7 is 175. 175 divided in the ratio of 4:3. So number of boys would be 175 into 4 by 7. That would be 100. Number of boys are 100 and 38%. So that is 38. So the first total is 21 plus 38, that is 59. Together are more or less than the number of boys failed from class 6. Class 6 number of boys are 100 divided into 4:1, that is 80. Failed pass is 25, that means failed is 3/4. 80 into 3 by 4 will give 60. Okay, and 9 150 divided in the ratio 7:3. So 150 into 7, that would be 105. Failed are 80%. So we are looking out for 105, 80%. 105's 80% would be 84. So here the total is 60 plus 84, that is 144. So 59 is how much less than 144? 60, 84, 85. So what is the question? What percent is 59 less than 144? So our answer is 85 by 144 into 100. That would be 59%. So answer B fits in. So before moving into the next section, verbal ability, if we need to summarize this section of 20 questions, we can see that what kind of buckets were there. one question from number system, where possibility is to get a question from divisibility rule or SCF LCM is high. Then two questions from algebra and that too surds and indices. And please also practice identities. That is square formula, cubic formula and all, especially a plus b plus c whole square formula. Okay. Now the next few questions are from arithmetic, like question number 4, 5 can be from averages, percentages. Question number 6, 7 from growth or depreciation, or rule number 1 of percentages, that's a line changing rule. Then question number 8, 9 or other question you can expect from profit and loss. Then we have one question from ratio, proportion or variation. One question from mixtures and alligation. In 12, 13, 14, simple interest, compound interest, EMI calculation, etc. Then one question from time and work. Two questions from TSD, trains or upstream, downstream. In time and work, you can also expect a question from pipe and cistern. Then next question, one question from mensuration, 2D or 3D. One question from central tendency, statistics. And one question from data interpretation. It may be a table, circle not, pie chart, line diagram, bar diagram, or whatever, or combination of all. They never go against this format. If we are concerned about TCS, they would be asking you exactly these many 20 questions, and these will be from these topic only. So focus on these topic and prepare accordingly. Prepare different kind of question from this particular topic and the like questions, so that your chances of solving it in that given time increases. Moving on to the next section, that is verbal ability. English comprises of English comprehension, grammar, vocabulary. I'll showcase all the question, all 25 questions which we need to do in 25 minutes. Again, there is like each question timer. Try to solve that particular question in the given time. Many questions are for 30 seconds. And here I'll be showcasing the buckets, and they follow the bucket system in verbal ability also. Question number 1 would be to find the error. A statement is given and you need to find that which part of the statement has got error. So first question is from error detection. Second question, as we can see, is also from error detection. One part of the sentence below may contain an error. Identify that part. Question number 3 is also from error detection. So we have got 3 questions from error deduction. You may note and make a summarization of that also. Question number 4, fill in the blanks. And it is one word, fill in the blanks. You may pause the session and make a note of the question if you want to do it. I can't give you the answers of this. If you have answers, you can put it in the comment box, no issues. Question number 5 is also fill in the blanks. Question number 6 is grammatical fill in the blanks. 7 is also one word, fill in the blanks. 8 is again, you need to fill up the blank. 9th one is also fill in the blanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions are related to fill in the blank with words or phrases. Question number 10, as you can see, is you need to fill in the blanks with the sentences. That means you need to just complete the statement. First statement and last statement of a paragraph is given, and you need to identify which should come in statement number 3 and 4. We can call it jumble or fill in the statement forms. So question number 10 is from there. Question number 11 on your screen is also again complete the paragraph with the statement. Question number 12 is also complete the paragraph. Thirteen is again the same type, but in a different format it is given. Here, instead of giving the first and the last statement, any two statement is missing from the paragraph. So it is also complete the paragraph type of question, but here first statement and last statement is not compulsory given. Any of the out of 4 statement, 2 statements would be given. We need to identify the remaining 2. So that goes with question number 13. Again, complete the paragraph. Question number 14 is also the same. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 questions from completing the paragraphs. Now we'll start with question number 15. In question number 15, we need to combine the sentences. 2 sentences are given and we need to write it up in form of one sentence. That will be question number 15 and question number 16. Combined sentence. 17 and 18 are question related to, you need to identify which of the statement is given in formal language. Then we have 2 reading comprehension to follow. First comprehension will be there for, I guess, 4 minutes. In that 4.5 minutes, you need to read the entire comprehension and you need to answer 4 questions that will follow after that particular comprehension. So we have RC1 with 4 questions, 19, 20, 21 and 22. Then for the remaining time, RC2 will follow, where again a small passage would be given and we need to answer 3 questions. You can pause the session and make a note of these questions and you can try it. 23, 24 and 25. So if we are there to summarize what we can see, and believe me, if as far as TCS is concerned, all 25 questions will be from this summarization part only, whatever we are summarizing, like 3 questions from error detection, then 6 questions are from fill in the blanks, then 5 questions from complete the paragraph, then combine 2 statements, 2 question, formal informal language 2 question, then we have first RC paragraph with 4 question and then RC2 with 3. 4, 4, 8, 3, 11 and 11, 22 and 3, 25 questions for which 25 minutes would be given to us. Moving on to section 3 in foundation level, that is reasoning ability. Again, 20 questions need to be answered in 25 minutes. Each question timer would be there. And please try to maintain the buckets. Question number 1 is from finding the wrong term in the letter cluster. Question number 2 is finding the wrong term in the letter cluster. And question number 1 and 2 would be the same type on any screen. Give it a try. We'll move on. Okay, first one, find the wrong term, and the best thing to do this is how quickly you can convert this into number. My favorite personal thing is to convert them as quickly as possible into numbers, and very easily we will be able to find the wrong term. TUE 20, 21 and 5. XYI 24, 25 and 9. OPM 15, 16, 13. GHQ 7, 8, 17 and LMU will be 12, 13, 21. Now we can see the trend. Here it is plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. No problem with this one. 20, 24, then 24, 15. It is dropping. But it is 7. Difference between 7 and 12 is 5. And here the difference is 4. So 24 plus 5 is how much? 29. That is 26 plus 3. So if I write 3, here it is gap of 4 and here also gap of 5. 25 plus 5, 30 minus 26, 4. Now 3 plus 4 is 7, bingo. 4 plus 4 is 8, bingo. That means instead of 15, 16, 13, if I put 3, 4, 13, then I can see that it is matching with the sequence. 20 plus 4, 24, plus 5 is 3, then plus 4 is 7, plus 5 is 12. 4, 5, 4, 5 sequence like this. That means 15, 16, 13, OPM is the wrong term of the series. Option A fits in. In question number 2, what we can see here, sir, this pair is matching. And here also we can see that this pair is also matching. And out of these two pair, if they are forming clusters, CHBQ is not in the option. So I'm left with only JPCO2 check. So you people have this option again. If you have any other reasoning to, and if you have any other option, please do mention it in the comment box. I'm ready to hear it out. Or else answer is C. Number 3 is a different kind of letter cluster problems. Here 5 pairs of letter clusters are given, something like a code decoding. And we need to identify 2 pairs where the cluster or the code formation is same. We need to identify for which 2 pairs the coding or transformation pattern is same. Give it a try. Now again, the best way out is to find out the numbers and do it. If I look for option C, status is S T A T U S and this is H. H is we take this as 8, F6, G7, Z26, G7 and 8. 19 plus 8 is 27, 20 plus 7 is 27, 1 plus 26 is 27, this is 27, this is 27, this is 27. Same thing we can identify it in custom. That is option, that is example D. Custom 3 U S T20 O15 M13 and N is 14 L12 G7 H8 F6 X24. Here also it is inverse 27. Bingo. So C and D matches up. Option A should be our pick. Be quick in solving these kind of questions. Next to bucket question would be from complete the given picture figure. Look on the screen, try to identify yourself and do it yourself. We'll move on. Just showcasing that you need to practice these kind of questions. That will be in bucket number 4 and 5. I'll show you the question number 5 also. So question number 4 and 5 from the same bucket of complete the picture analogy or the picture series, and you will get these 2 questions on question number 4 and 5. Pause the session, try it out yourself, we'll move on. This is a mirror image analogy, I think, then this first option fits in. Let's move on. Question number 6 and 7 on the bucket. Question number 6 and 7 would be from data sufficiency. Question or information would be given, and based on that a question is asked. We need to identify whether from the given two statement we are in the position to find the answer or not. Many good questions on data sufficiency. Link is there in the description. Go through it for more practice. In the meantime, question is there on your screen. You give it a try. 6 persons A to F, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, are living on different floors of a 6-storied building where the bottommost floor is 1. So we have floor pattern like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who among the following person living on the bottommost floor? If we take the data from statement 1, 2 persons are living between B and F is living immediately above A. So we have A. Okay, shall I put here A, F, 1, 2, it can be like this, or B, 1, 2 gap, then we have A. So we've got two options here as per statement number 1. Either A is at the bottommost floor or A is not at the bottommost floor. We cannot answer who is there at the bottommost floor by using statement 1 alone. Statement 2. It says D is living 2 floors above E. E is on 2, then D is on 4. E, who lives immediately above C and who does not live on the bottommost floor. So we have got this option D dash E C, if C is on the second floor. We don't know who is on the bottommost floor. Or it can be something like this also, C, E dash D. And we don't know who is on the first 2 floors. That means statement 1 and statement 2 alone is we can't use to find the answer. But if I combine these two, I can see these two options are fitting in. That means D is here, then gap E, C, F, A. So if we combine both the statement, we get that Mr. A is at the bottommost floor. So we can get the answer if we combine both the statement together. So data in both statement 1 and 2 together are necessary to find the answer. Bucket number 7, again of the same type, but here the data sufficiency type is a bit altered. Given question is followed by 3 statements, 1, 2 and 3, each containing some information. Decide which of the given statement is correct. So if 6 persons A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting around a circular table facing towards the center, then who is second to the right of D? To find this answer, which 3 statements need to be used? That is the question. Give it a try and do it yourself. Let me know the answer in the comment box. Next to bucket question is from blood relations, or different kind of symbol based question would be given related to family tree. Read what is given in the code, draw the family tree diagram and find the answer to the question asked. Pause, try to solve it. I'll solve one of this for you, and the next one will be you people need to solve. Straight away go to the code question which is given. B hashtag R, that means R is B's husband. R is husband of B. R and T, that means T is R's mother. R's mother is T. T plus S, S is T's only grandson. S is T's only grandson. It will come in this level. S divided by Q, that means Q is S paternal grandfather. Q is grandfather. So this is the family tree which we have. Question is, how is S related to R? S is son of R and B. S is son of R. Just read the code carefully. No need to read all the codes. Go to the question or the expression. Try to build the tree diagram and solve it. Next bucket, question number 9 will be on your screen. Question number 9, again the same type. Do it. Let's see what it would be. B at the rate D at the rate is here. D is B's father. D is father of B. Hashtag is E is D's mother. E is D's mother. Divided by G is E's daughter. E's daughter is G. $sign G is H sister. D is sister of H. So E's mother, these are the 3 children, and BAD, yes, D is father of B. Which of the following is correct conclusion? E is D's daughter. No, E is mother of D. H is brother of D. H may be brother or sister of D. No conclusion. G is D's sister. G is D's sister is the correct conclusion. E is father of B. No, E is grandmother of B rather. So the correct conclusion from this expression is G is D's sister. So moving ahead on the remaining questions from this, we will just describe the buckets, and you need to practice and do subscribe to the channel first. Channel is yours own, MJ's Maths and Stats or MJ Magic Studio. Do subscribe it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it. इतना तो हक बनता है, कर लो और दूसरे लोगों को भी बताओ. Do like and comment also. Bucket number 10 is from sitting arrangement. It is linear, it can be circular or anything. Pause the session, take the screenshot and try to solve it yourself and put the answers in the comment box. Question number 11, again from the sitting arrangement, but this is there the question is asked about how many people are sitting in that particular row. Question number 12 and question number 13, 2 questions you will get from eligibility test, where some criteria would be given regarding something, and based on that some CV or some information would be given to you. Based on the criteria and the information given to us, we need to decide what would be our course of action. Suppose if I read out this question, Abhishek is planning to buy a laptop, and he have following criteria for the selection of a laptop which is given by his father. Laptop must be less than 45,000. It should have a RAM of equal to or more than 8 GB. It should have an Intel processor of i3 version or above. If any laptop is satisfying all the criteria but except A, that means it is not less than 45,000, then he will need that permission if it is to the maximum of 50,000. If any laptop is satisfying all the above criteria except C, that means processor is not i3 or above, then he need to take permission of his mom if his storage capacity is more than 10 GB. See, these kind of question only 1 minute is given there. Please do not go through the criteria. Always go through the question and then try to match up with the criteria. That will come only with practice. More and more you practice, then only you would be able to catch up to it. Go through the question first. HP T35 is a new laptop in the market costing 40,000. Go above. It must be less than 45,000. Done. Matching. Having a 4 GB RAM. Number 2, it should have a RAM more than 8 GB. Not matching. Cancel. It has i5 processor. Must have an Intel i3 or above. Match. That means out of 3, 2 criteria matching but not B. Clear? But there is no exception regarding the B. Nobody has got anything that have an exception of B. That means B should match, but in this particular, for this particular laptop, B is not matching. That means Abhishek cannot buy the laptop. Which of the following option below is correct for the laptop given above? He will not buy the laptop. Be quick in solving these kind of question. I'll show you question number 13 also. Do it. So, bucket number 13, again from eligibility test. This is about Ragini. You should go through it and let me know. Pause, try to solve it yourself. Go straight to the question and then start matching with the criteria. Do not waste time reading the criteria. The very thing, the skill set we need to develop in doing these kind of question is read the question first and then go back on the criteria and start matching. You need to be quick. I hope you must be having answer by now, isn't it? So let's see. Again, straight away go to the question. Break My Trip is offering a trip to Chulu, which is a brother of Kulu. Chulu is a hill station. Okay, do we need a hill station? It must be a hill station. Done. Situated at 450 km from Delhi. Destination must be nearby to Delhi within 400. Not done. Direct bus service is available. Direct bus service must be there. Done. Now, out of 3 criteria, 2 matching, A is not matching. Do we have anything related to A? Yes. If all the criteria satisfy except A, but the whole trip must not take more than 3-4 days. Now let us see. Direct bus service is available and it will take 2 nights and 3 days. That means it is not taking more than 3-4 days. This one is satisfying. And if this is the case, she should ask Mahi. Which of the following mentioned below option is correct? For Ragini and a friend, she will ask Mahi for the trip. Option B should set in. To practice these kind of questions, bucket number 12 and 13, 2 questions will be there from eligibility test. Moving on to the next 2 questions, question number 14 and 15, bucket number 14 and 15 would be from deductive logic or syllogisms. And the very good part or the best thing with these are, if you are familiar with Venn diagrams, using Venn diagrams and solving these kind of question would be rather easy. So I'll leave it all up to you. Try it out yourself and put the answer in the comment box and we will see what it should be. So by this time, many of you must be having answers. Let's see how we can explore this with help of Venn diagrams. 2 statements are followed by 2 conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider these statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts. Decide which of the given conclusions logically follow or follows from the given statement. Now what are the statements? We will try to convert the statement with help of Venn diagrams. Some groups are shows. Some groups are shows. We can see that this common area means some groups are shows. And all teams are groups. So we can have all the teams inside this group. We can have this format of Venn diagram, or I can make also like this. This is group shows, and since all teams are groups, team is subset of group. So we can have 2 types of Venn diagrams and both are correct according to the statement given. Now conclusion, some shows are teams. In Venn diagram number 1, we can see that statement number 1 follows or not. We will see some shows are teams. Here we can see that no shows are teams. But in Venn diagram number 2, we can see that some shows are teams. Okay. Second statement, some groups are teams. Some groups are teams. Obviously in Venn diagram 1 we can see this, and in Venn diagram 2 also we can see that some groups are teams. Now we have got 2 ticks in both the Venn diagrams for only statement number 2, conclusion number 2, and not for conclusion number 1. That means only conclusion number 2 follows. We would be marking option D. Next, bucket number 15, again from syllogisms. Here in this case 3 statements are given, 2 conclusions are following. We need to find which one actually follows. Give it a try. Okay, let's see what we can have here. Some glasses are plates. Some glasses are plates. All plates are jugs. So plate should be inside this jug. No jug is a bowl. We can also have like this. Some glasses are plates. All plates are jugs. And no jug is a bowl. Or all glasses are plates. Some glasses are plates, sorry. And all plates are jugs. And no jug is a bowl. We can have a common area with bowl and glass also. So 3 possibilities are there as far as the statements are given. Now, if any one conclusion need to follow, it need to follow in all the 3 Venn diagrams which we have drawn. Some bowls being glass is a possibility. Not in the first one, not in the second one, but in the third one we can see that some bowls can be the glass, and it is a possibility. It is not confirmed, but it is a possibility. That means this conclusion may follow. All glasses can never be bowl. All glasses can never be bowl is correct in all 3. All glasses can never be bowl because some of the glasses are plates, all plates are jugs, and no jug is a bowl. That means all glasses can never be bowl is also correct. So in this case, we will select both conclusion 1 and conclusion 2 follows. Option B should be the pick. Next 5 questions would be related to like non-verbal reasoning. 2 will be from Venn diagram, 2 from dice or dice cutting, paper folding, paper cutting, mirror image, water image. These are the topics we need to consider for these 5 questions. Let's see what they have asked in this particular slot. Number 16 is Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is given with some reference and a question is asked. We need to answer. Okay, let's see what we have here. The following Venn diagram represent teachers of different subjects. Square subject A, rectangle subject B, triangle subject C, circle subject D. So we have 4 subjects. How many teachers can teach all the subjects? We need to find the common area between all the 4 shapes given. So the common to rectangle and square is 17, 81, 25, 5. Then if I take circle into consideration, then 17 and 5 become common. And then if we take triangle into consideration, 5 is common. That means there are 5 teachers who can teach all the 4 subjects. We'll go with option A. I said the next bucket question, number 17, is also from Venn diagrams. Read it and try to get the answer. Practice these kind of questions because 2 questions on Venn diagram would be there for sure. So many a time I go straight away to the question what is asked. Which number represent smartphones? Smartphone is circle. So number is 6, 7, 10, 9, 13, 8, 11, 14, 15. Oh. Music phones. Music phone is square. Square is 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So we have 7, 8, 9 and 11 selected. And basic phone. Hexagon represent basic phone. So in hexagon common, now we have this 7, 8, 9. Out of 7, 8, 9, 11 gone. But neither camera phone. Camera phone is rectangle. In rectangle we have 6, 7 common to this, 7 gone. Nor flip phone. Flip phone is triangle. In triangle we have got this 8 out of 8 and 9. So this 8 is gone. So the number which remains with us is 9. We'll go with option C. So I said bucket number 18 and 19 would be from cubes. Let's give it a try. To solve these kind of questions, try to keep an eraser or anything which have got 6 faces along with you handy, and try to put up numbers and try to visualize. It is 6, 8, 10. So on this side, if I put 8, then 10 should be overlapping with 12. If I put 8 here, then 10 should be overlapping with 12. That means 8 cannot be placed on this end. So if I put 8 here, then at this end we can have a 10 and it fits in with the given cube. Or it's the easiest form is take a cube or an eraser or a box format very handy with you and try to put in. Opposite of 7 we should have 10. Bucket number 19 again from Cuboid, but this is unboxing. Unboxed box references faces are given. We need to find that box that is similar to the box formed from folding the given sheet of paper. Give it a try. Very first thing we should know that how to find these faces which should be opposite to each other. And this is the simplest of the diagram given to us. We will see these rule and try to enjoy it also. So these are the 6 faces. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. First of all, these are known as wings and this is the body. Things is, wings should be always opposite to each other. That means 5, 6 should be opposite of each other. Now in the body, it is always the difference of one floor. Those two numbers are always opposite to each other. That means 1 will be opposite to 3 and 2 will be opposite to 4. So it should be 1, 3 opposite and 2, 4 opposite. Now this is our setup. These are the opposite faces. Now with help of this and the options given, we can identify the correct one. If we look at this 2, 5, 4. 2, 5 and 4 cannot be on the 3 adjacent sides because 2 and 4 are opposite to each other. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5 can be adjacent to each other because one number is selected from each particular pair. This is how the 3 adjacent faces are selected. I'll show you how to reject the other 2. 1, 2, 3. If we select 1, 2, 3, it cannot be on the adjacent face because 1 and 3 are on the opposite face. 1, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6 again cannot be on the adjacent face because 5 and 6 are on the opposite faces. That means the correct is 1, 2, 5 should be on the adjacent faces, and this should be the box which we will see when we will convert the sheet of paper, fold it into the form of a box. Entire session is on folding the box and unfolding the boxes. Link is there in the description. Please go through it. The last one, the 20th question, the bucket 20 question is from paper folding and cutting. Paper is folded as shown in the figure and then cut out. We need to identify which shape we would be getting. Now this is your task. Reply me in the comment box and we will move forward. This is more of a visual feast, visual treat, and everyone should be practicing more of this kind. And here the option should be C. Moving up to the next, as soon as you will submit the reasoning ability 20th question, 75 minutes are off, and advanced numerical ability or advanced quantitative ability section will start, which will have 10 questions which need to be answered in 20 minutes. Each question will come again with a timer of something around 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes. It depends upon the question set. And here also 10 question bucket images are fixed. Question number 1 would be from probability, and you will get a question from probability that will be in question number 1. This time what the question they have asked is on your screen. Give it a try. One minute time, we have to solve it. Just don't think anything, read it and move on. In probability, what we require is total number of cases and total number of favorable cases. N is a positive integer, not more than 200, and an odd multiple of 3. Then what can be the values of n? Odd multiple, that means we'll start with 3, then 6 will not come, it is 9. That means we are skipping 1 with a gap of 6, 15, 21, 27, 33, 39, 45, 51, 57, 63, 69, 75, 81, 87, 93, 99, 105, 111, 117. Then we'll 123, 129, 135, 141, 147, 153, 159, 165, 171, 177, 183, 189 and 195. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 33. 33 outcomes for n. A number is selected at random from these. That means denominator is 33. Find the probability that the selected number n is an odd multiple of 9. We will start with 9. And the next odd multiple of 9, that will be sum of digits is equals to 9. That means it is an in gap of 2. With gap of 2. Yes, 1, 2, 6, 3, 9, 6, 3, 9, 9, 9, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 9, 5, 3, 1, 9, 1, 7, 1, 9, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That means favorable one are 11. So the required probability is 11 by 33. That is 1 by 3. You can do it without doing any smart work. Just keep on writing the number. Be quick. Select the favorable number and find the answer. Bucket number 2 would be from ratio, proportion or equations, linear equations. Give it a try. But mind you, you don't have all the time in this universe. You have all the time in the universe to practice but not to execute. So practice wisely. There is no shortcut to solve any question. You have to read it at least. And there you need to read it quickly. Seema bought 8 pens and 6 sharpeners and 15 erasers for an amount of 258. The price of each sharpener is 1/4 the price of pen. The total price of 2 sharpeners and 6 erasers is equals to price of the pen. Now you can see that price of sharpener is P by 4, so 2S is P by 2. So P minus P by 2 is P by 2. That means 6E is equals to P by 2. E is equals to P by 12. Now if I put all these figures here, we have got 8P plus 6S. 6 by 4 is 1.5. P plus 15E. 15 by 12 is 5 by 4, 1.25. 1.25P equals to 258. We can use on-screen calculator. P is 258 by 8, 9, 10, 10.75. So 258 divided by 10.75 gives us 24. The value of P is 24. Value of S is 24 by 4, that is 6. Value of E is 24 by 12, that is 2. So we have all these values now. What is the question? What is the total price of 1 pen, 1 sharpener, 30, and 2 erasers? 2 plus 2 is 4. That is 34. Option A is the pick. Moving on to the next 2 bucket, question number 3 and question number 4, or at least 2 questions will be from mensuration. This is also from 3D mensuration. Give it a try. A box is in the shape of a right prism with top and bottom faces as pentagon. That means this box is a regular figure with 5 faces. The length of each side of pentagon is 1.5 meter and the height is 4 meter. There is a hole of if we look at each side, this is 1.5 and this is 4 height, whole of 0.7 meter radius on each of the 5 sides of the box. Find the cost of painting the external surface, that we need the surface area, at rupees 3 per meter square. The top and bottom ends of the box are left open. So surface area one face is 4 into 1.5, that is 6, minus the area of this circle. Area of this circle is pi, that is 22 by 7, into r square. R is 0.7 to 7 into 7 by 10, 10. So it would be 14, 1, 15, 1.54. So 6 minus 1.54 is the area, that would be 4.46 meter square. This is area per face. And now we have got 5 faces. 4.46. 4.46 into 5. This is the total surface area, 22.3, and it's been painted at the rate of rupees 3 per meter square. So into 3 will give us 66.9. So the cost of painting the external faces of this is 66.9. That is in option B. As said, bucket number 4 also from Mensuration 3D, and this time they have given the bucket or frustum, what we say. Use the formula, give it a try. So what we have? The radii of a circular ends of a bucket in the shape of a cone, that is frustum, are 20 centimeter and 35 centimeter. Small r is 20, capital R is 35. And its height is 36. Its capacity is equal to the capacity of a right circular cylinder. Okay, capacity means volume. Volume of a frustum is given by pi by 3 h into small r square plus capital R square plus small r into capital R. Let us first calculate this. This pi by 3 into 36. R square 20 square is 400, capital R square 35 square would be 1225, and R into R 25 into 20 is 700. So this is pi into 12 into 11, 2325, and calculator value would be 27,900 pi. That is the volume of the bucket. Now this volume of the bucket is equals to volume of a right circular cylinder. Right circular cylinder's volume is given by pi r square h related to this cylinder. So we can say that this volume 27,900 pi is equals to pi, and the height of the cylinder is given 31. R we don't know. So pi cancel out. 27900 divided by 31 will be 900. Therefore radius of cylinder is root over 900, that is 30. Now what is the question? What is the curved surface area of the cylinder? Curved surface area CSA is given by 2 pi RH. Curved surface area in case of cylinder. So that would be 2 into pi. R is 30 and H is 31. 62 into 3, 186. 1860 pi centimeter square would be the curved surface area of the cylinder. That fits in option C. It's all about formula and plugging in value and keep on solving in the given time. The next 3 questions in bucket number 5, 6 and 7 would be from data interpretation. Many a time they give you 3 different graphs in 3 questions, and sometime you might find that 1 graph is given and 3 questions are asked, but 3 questions would be from data interpretation and few graphs would be there. One is there on your screen. Pause, try to do it and reply me in the comment box. Let's see what is given. In the following pie chart, the production of company X in 3 quarters as percentage of the total production in the year 15-16 is given. 38, 26, 50, 30, 80, 90, 100%. Okay. There are 4 quarters in an year and the graph shows the information of the first 3 quarters only. Total production in 3 quarters for company X is 450 tons. This is for this particular pie chart. If we include the production of company X in quarter 4, then the percentage of the total production of company in quarter 3 would be 30%. So first of all, we need to identify that how much is the third quarter production. Third quarter production is 450 into 36%. 36 by 100. Now this happens to be the 30% of the total production if all the 4 quarters are included. That means this is equals to 30% of the total production of 4 quarters. So if we solve this, we can get the value of total production of 4 quarters. 100 gone, 6, 5 would be 90, that is 540. So total production in all the 4 quarters is 540. Now what is the production of company X in quarter 4? In 3 quarters, the total production is 450. Total production of 4 quarters is 540. That means production in quarter 4 is 540 minus 450, that is 90 tons, and that is given in option D. Next, bucket number 6, again from data interpretation. This time a pie chart and a table is given. Read the data in both, connect the data in both, and answer the question asked. Get your on-screen calculator ready and then do these calculations. Distribution degree-wise. That means these values are given in degrees. The total of these all degrees should be 360. A number of computers of company A and B together sold by a dealer in 6 months are given. Total number of computers sold in these 6 months are 45,000. And this is month-wise breakup, and the ratio of number of computers sold by company of company A and B should be. In July, the sale of number of computers of A and B together increased by 20% over June, out of which 40% are of company A. First of all, let's find that how much is or how many number of units were sold in July. So in July, it is 20% more than June. So in June, it is orange one, that is 45,000 into 61.2 degree divided by 360 degree. And if I multiply this by the growth 1.2, I'll get 9180 number of computers sold in July. Number of computers sold by company B in July. Company B in July is 40% is by A, that means 9180 into 60% is by B. 9180 into 60% will give you 5508. Okay, next thing what is asked, the number of computers sold by company B in July is what percent more than the total number of computers sold by company A in March. Okay, company A. March is this green one. It should be 45,000 into 43.2 divided by 360. That is the total number of computers sold. And then in March, we can see that ratio of A to B is 7:5. That means for A proportion should be 7 by 12. We calculate this, we will get 3150. For April, number of computers sold of A brand is again 45,000. April is 32.4 degrees divided by 360, and ratio in April is 5:4. So proportion for A is 5 by 9. And when we calculate this comes to 2250. So March and April sales of A is 3150 plus 2250. That accounts to 5400. It is asked that how much is 5508 greater than 5400. It is 108 greater. So percentage more is 108 divided by 5400 into 100. We can see 54 into 2 is 108. Answer is 2% more. Option C will fit in. Use on-screen calculator and solve it quickly. And obviously in the given time. Bucket number 7, a line diagram and a table is given. Connect the data required and answer. Okay, by this time you must be having the answers. It's for like 1.5 or 2 minutes max. Cost of production of product X and Y combined produced by 5 companies A, B, C, D, E in year 2020 in rupees crore is given. Company Y ratio of cost of production of 2 product X and Y is given. Profit earned by selling the product is given. What is the ratio of total cost of production of product Y for B and C? B total is 250 and B's product Y proportion is 3:2, that means 2 by 5. So that accounts to 100. And for C, total is 200 and the ratio for C as far as Y is concerned 5:3 is 3 by 8. So that comes to 75. This total is 100 plus 75, 175. To the total cost of production of item X for company A. Okay, item X for company A total is 120 and X proportion is 7:5, that is 7. And for company D, total is 150 and the ratio in favor of X is 8 by 15. So that total would be 80. So 80 plus 70 is 150. Now what is asked is what is the ratio? That means 175 is to 150 is the ratio, divided by 25. It should be 7:6. Option D. Yes, option D fits in. Bucket number 8, 9 would be from, again algebra. 8 will be from quadratic equation, 9 would be from inequalities. Let's see this and practice these kind of question a lot. A and B are the roots of an equation. We know that for an quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Sum of roots is equals to minus b by a and product of roots is equals to c by a. So here roots are a and b, that means sum of root a plus b is equals to minus 15 minus of minus 15, 15 by 2. And products of root a into b would be equals to k by 2. Done. Find the value of k plus 1 if a square minus b square is 45. Now we know that a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b, that is equals to 45. Now, so a minus b would be 45 into 2 by 15. That is 6. So a plus b is 7.5. A minus b is 6. If I add them up, 2a equals 13.5. A equals 13.5 by 2. That is 6.75. Now A is 6.75, then B is 6.75 minus 6, that is 0.75. पूछा क्या है हमसे, what is the value of k plus 1? Now k is 2ab. K is 2ab. That is equals to 2 into 6.75 into 0.75, and we will have this value. 2 into 6.75 into 0.75, that is 10.125. That means 10 1 by 8. Question asks is what is k plus 1? K plus 1 is 11 1 by 8. That is in option C. Bucket number 9, question from inequalities. The possible range of values of x satisfying the inequalities. First one is x plus 7 by x plus 4 is greater than 4. If we solve this, it would be x square plus 4x plus 7 is greater than 4x plus 16. 4x gone. X square minus 9 is greater than 0. That means x plus 3 into x minus 3 is greater than 0. That means the value of x lies from minus infinity to minus 3, but not inclusive of minus 3, and from plus 3 to infinity, according to the first inequalities. Second one is x square plus 4x minus 21 is less than 0. 2173, that means x square plus 7x minus 3x minus 21. X common x plus 7 minus 3 common x plus 7. We are trying to convert them into factors. X plus 7 into x minus 3 is less than 0. So the two values of x are minus 7 and 3, and since it is less than 0, this range should fall between 3 to minus 7. Now since both the equations are meeting at each few points, the combined area of these two would be the answer. So this says from minus 3 to minus infinity, but this says 3 to minus 7. So 3 to minus 3 is not applicable. So when we combine these two, it should be from minus 3 till minus 7 only. So the range where the values of x satisfies here is from minus 7 to minus 3. Option A is the pick. In case of x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0, and if this is alpha and this is beta, this is the value satisfying reason, and if it happens to be less than 0, then we select this area as the range satisfying x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0. Remember this. Based on this, we have solved this particular question. Question number 10, the last one, the bucket question, is from permutation and combination. Let's see what it is, and you will get a question from permutation and combination in advanced part. A bag contains 7 white balls and 5 black balls. In how many ways can 6 balls be selected so that there is at least 2 balls of each color? Okay, and there are at most 4 black balls. So let us start with 4 black balls. Then we should have 2 white balls, or 3 black balls, then 3 white balls. If we select 2 black balls, then we need to select 4 white balls. And we cannot go for 1 black ball because at least 2 balls of each color should be there. So these are the 3 cases that we will have. 7C2 into 5C4 plus 7C3 into 5C3 plus 7C4 into 5C2. Let's calculate. 7C2, 7 into 6 by 2, 21. 5C4 is 5, that is 105. 7C3 is 35, 5C3 is 10, that will be 350. 7C4 is same as 7C3, that is 35, 5C3 and 5C2 are same, that is 10, that is 350. 700, 805. In 805 ways, we can select 6 balls from 7 white and 5 black balls such that at least 2 balls of each color are there and at most 4 black balls are there. Okay. So now we will move on the advanced reasoning ability part and see the buckets of that, and all questions would be showcased. Pause the session, try to solve it yourself because there is no point solving reasoning. Reasoning is very personal. Try to do it yourself. Advanced reasoning ability, the second section of digital part or the advanced part. Again 10 questions which need to be covered in 15 minutes. Each question will come with individual timing, and the external environment pattern is what we know. Question number 1 would be from data sufficiency, and it would be related to reasoning question something. What is the code of ICC in the code language? And for that 2 statements are given. Pause the session, check, reply. No issues. Do it yourself. We need the code for ICC. India won ICC tournament. 4 words, 4 different codes. And England lost ICC tournament. So again, we can see that from statement number 1, we can have the code for ICC and tournament. And here also common is ICC and tournament. And that is set. Okay, set is common. And pet, no, met, no, get. Now again we are in the confusion that which one goes for ICC actually. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. South Africa won ICC tournament 5. Oh no, for South Africa it is 1. And Pakistan won ICC tournament. So won ICC tournament. won ICC tournament. Three words should be matching: set, met, and get. So again, with the statement number 2 alone, we cannot answer. If we combine both, we can get the meaning or the code for won, but not for ICC, isn't it? So data in statement 1 and statement 2 together is also not sufficient to answer it. So what we would be selecting, data given in both statement together is not sufficient. Option A should be the pick. Let's move on. Next 4 question, bucket number 2, 3, 4, 5 would be sitting arrangements or puzzles of some kind where you need to just read it and move as quickly as possible. I'm showcasing all those questions on your screen. Give it a try yourself. This is question number 2. Pause it, take the screenshot, solve it. Question number 3. Again, the same puzzle kind of question. Question number 4. And question number 5. So 4 questions would be from puzzle or sitting arrangement. You have to practice these kind of questions to dwell deeper into this. Now let's see what we have next. Remaining 5 questions. 6 and 7 from coding. Give it a try. Let's see what we have. In a certain code language, file is coded at 114, cret is coded at 74. How will pant, P-A-N-T, be coded? Okay, whenever we have numbered, let us convert this into their respective alphabet position. F6, I is 9, L is 12, and E is 5. If I add up, it is not coming at 114. If I multiply, it will go beyond 114. Okay, bingo. If I break this up like this, 6 into 9 is 54 and 12 into 5 is 60. Bingo. We are getting 114. Let's see for CR80. C3, R18, A1, T20. 54 plus 20 is 74. It is matching. So P-A-N-T, P is 16, A is 1, plus N is 14, and T is 20. So it should be 16 plus 280, that is 296. Option A fits in. 7th question seemed to be, if 24682 is coded at river, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, and this one is yellow, then what is then the code for 5 6 7 8 9 is? I think 2 2. This is the positional code. 5 5 5 yellow. Okay, so it should start with L. Then 6, we are getting 6 as third position, that is V. 7 at second last position here, that is O. 8 is second last position, the first one, that is E. And 9 is the last one, the second one. L, V, O, E, W. Option B fits in. Again, bucket number 8, that means altogether 5 questions are there from puzzles. Again, this is a puzzle question. Pause, try to solve it yourself, and we move on. Bucket number 9 is from deductive logic, but this time what they have given 4 statements, and in each statement 3 parts are given. And they are trying to ask that in which statement you find that first 2 logic is cleared in the third one. What does it say? That read the statement in each group and identify the groups where the third statement logically follows the first 2 one. Let's start with the fourth one. Tea is coffee, coffee is milk. That means tea is milk. Yes, logically correct. C. Okay, with the D, we have started with D and D is correct. That means in now I'm checking the options. In B and D is there, D is there. I will look for B. Some boys are flirt. Some men are flirt. Then some boys are men. No, not necessarily. That means option B, D gone. Option B gone. No need to check for A and C because already option D fits in. That means only D is correct. You can, it's all up to you how much lucky you are. You can start with anyone and check like this. If we look for statement A, some ears are nose, some ears are nose, some nose are eyes, then some eyes are ears, not necessarily. No cup is a spoon, spoon is not a plate, some plates are not spoon. No, spoon is not a plate. Then some spoon is not a plate. Then some plates are not spoon. No, all plates are not spoon. C is also not following. And in no option, D and C is given. So option D picks in. Practice these kind of questions also along with the normal deductive logic that we have done in the basic foundation level of reasoning. Moving on to the last bucket question, and that is from critical reasoning. A paragraph would be given, assumption type paragraph, assumption type question would be there, or a statement would be given. We need to find the course of action or whether which of the assumptions are valid, arguments are valid. These kind of questions are more from critical reasoning. Practice these kind of questions and do well. This was the entire analysis of all the 5 sections, starting from numerical ability, verbal ability, reasoning ability for Ninja, advanced quantitative aptitude, and advanced reasoning aptitude. Practice the similar kind of question because in the same bucket you will get the same type of question always. So best wishes to everyone who is sitting for TCS NQT examination. This is Mohit signing off from MJ Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'll see you soon.